good girl. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, she's much better. She's eating. Look.
Good. Where's everybody?
Well, Rachel's up in the bathroom, I think, and I don't know where Mark is.
They'll be outside somewhere.
Hope he's not messing around with traps again.
We'll ask him when he comes back in.
What's he like then, Mr. Tate?
Oh, he knows everything, Kath. Absolutely everything. Well, certainly a lot more than me. He was talking about pricking out yesterday. I thought he was being rude at first.
I mean, how much does he know about gardening? I mean, what's he like as a person?
You're a bit dressed up for Emmerdale, aren't you, Kath?
I've got to see Mr. Tate.
Oh, yeah.
Did he mention wanting to see me?
No.
I can't think what he wants. If it's anything simple, you've told me when he rang last night. You sure he didn't drop a hint, Nick?
No. Oh, except he was pretty well surprised when I said that you were my sister. He might just want to put up the rent on your land.
What, because he's not getting his money's worth out of you?
Look, Kathy, if he wasn't pleased with the work I was doing, he'd just boot me out. Anyway, I've got a friend on the inside.
Wish I had. Who do you mean?
Never you mind. But she's female, and I'm not talking about Dolly Skilbeck. Look, I've got to get off. Can you give me a lift?
Yeah, OK.
Great, come on then.
Where are my car keys?
On the mantel shelf.
What? Well, what are they doing there? They should be in my bag.
You left them on the table last night, so I put them up there, away with mine.
Oh, I hate living in a muddle.
What muddle?
This muddle. I used to be so organised.
You're just used to living on your own, looking after number one.
And I was quite happy that way. Now I've got to fit in with all your funny little habits. And all your friends and relations, too.
Well, you know what they say. Love me, love my dog.
Only in this case, it's love me, love my mother. Sorry, Mrs. Sugden, I'm not quite decent yet.
What did you say? Jack!
Come in, Ma.
Ah, there you are. I thought you got lost in the bathroom.
No, I've been out.
Where have you been?
Just walking.
Well, come on, your breakfast is spoiling.
Mum, he's not going to have time to eat breakfast. We're going to be late.
I don't like him going out without having anything to eat.
Look, I'm not that hungry anyway.
Rachel, you catch the bus. You have your breakfast. I'll give you a lift.
Really?
Look, I can get some crisps on the way. It's okay.
Sit down, Mark. All right.
Fair enough, bye.
And it's not your diet I'm bothered about. I want to talk to you.
Where were you this morning?
You know something about how Lucy got trapped, don't you?
Yeah. But we didn't mean to do it on purpose. Honestly, I really like Lucy.
But you must know that gin traps are illegal. I mean, what on earth are you doing mucking around with things like that?
All right, calm down, love.
Look, it was Guy's idea to make some money. He just suggested catching some mink.
He'll be lucky.
Why?
Mink round here are worthless. This country's not cold enough for them to grow a good coat.
Anyway, who wants to wear a mink coat these days?
Exactly. That's why the mink farm went bust. People don't like wearing pretty little animals down their backs.
We never meant to hurt anything.
Have your breakfast. And you can tell me the rest of the story on the way to school.
Thanks a lot.
OK, Nick, see you later. Oh, hello, Kathy. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. I was expecting Mr. Tate, that's all. Had all this speech prepared.
Oh, I hope it weren't one from Dracula.
Oh, Dolly, don't. Mr. Tate suddenly has to see me. No idea what he wants.
Well, don't look at me. I only work here. And that's busy enough.
Is he in?
Oh, yes. Come on in. I'll go and get him for you. Mr. Tate, Kathy Merrick's here. She'd like a word.
Kathy Merrick?
You know Kathy.
Do I?
Of course you do. She's your tenant, isn't she?
Oh, yes, she's got a couple of acres. I asked her over. I didn't expect her to come before breakfast.
Oh, would you like some tea or coffee?
No, it's all right. I'll go and talk to her.
You won't upset her, will you?
Do I ever upset anybody?
Oh, come on, Dad. She's nice. She had a tough time last year and she helped me.
So you've fallen for her brother, and now you want to protect her sister as well?
No.
I shall be my usual diplomatic self. See you later.
Why should he upset her?
Oh, you know what he's like. He doesn't exactly like farmers very much.
I didn't think you did either.
Yeah, but... well, she's different. I wish I was like her, doing a proper day's work, achieving something, instead of messing around, theorising.
You'll learn a lot more when you qualify than Kathy Merrick ever will.
Oh, I know. It's not fair, is it?
Of course it's fair. You've got a better brain than she has.
Yes? Well, what good's it going to do me? 5 years at university, letters after my name. I'm going to end up in some cosy little practice treating people's pet poodles for obesity. It's disgusting.
I don't know what's come over Joe. He's as bad as you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Rushing into this deal with Kate. He's not usually so impetuous. It's more your style.
Well, they've been married for 10 months, Ma. It's long enough, isn't it?
Yes, but he's only just mentioned it. Hasn't given us time to think. I don't suppose he thought it through properly himself, either.
Well, perhaps it's a bribe.
For Kate? Make her stay? Well, I knew they were having problems, but heavens above, what a dreadful thought. Oh, I am allowed through here, am I?
Be my guest. Anyway, I'm quite enjoying watching my little brother acting on impulse for once. I can't wait to see the dirty deed done.
Is this the lot?
Yes.
Seems hardly worth it, Les.
Well, we've not been going a year yet. We're building up gradually.
In Lamb, are they?
Uh-huh.
How many are you getting?
Ooh, I won't know till they're born. I'm not into hormone treatments or mechanisation to get multiple births.
Can't afford it, I suppose.
Not at all. I don't approve of any of that. It's got nothing to do with money.
Principles before profits, eh?
No. Humanity before greed.
So where'd you put them? In one of the barns up at the farm. You can have them back if you want, but the point is they're illegal.
When you looked this morning, had anything else been trapped?
No, thank God.
So it's just your dog then?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty nasty. It's got a broken leg.
Well, don't they shoot dogs if they've got broken legs? That's horses, idiot.
Well, the dog will be all right. Problem was, it was my mum's Christmas present.
Ah.
Oh, get off. If you could have seen
All
it.
right, but what about all these mink? If your old man
Look,
says...
it's not my old man, all right?
Well, he must be worth something.
Nothing, Joe says.
I bet he wants them for himself.
No, he doesn't. Look, he's going to get some proper traps.
They are?
Look, he says they're just vermin.
Well, he would, wouldn't he? That's what Philpot calls Pussy.
I'll tell you what. Come up to the farm after school, all right?
Yeah, I want to get to these mink before your old man. I don't trust him.
Joe's all right. Come on.
We were so excited when we got the land. We worked all the hours God sent. It was Jackie mainly. He was full of it.
Now you manage on your own with a full-time job. Must be hard going.
Oh, come on, there's only 40 of them.
Oh, you don't want to expand?
Yes, of course, eventually. But I'll need more land if I get more stock.
That wouldn't be very clever when you're not even paying for this lot.
What do you mean?
I was looking at your lease last night, checking the books. Your rent for the third quarter was never paid last year.
But it must have been. We never missed, even when we were... Look, Jackie made sure of... You mean Michaelmas, don't you?
1st of September, right?
Look, I'm sure we paid it. I'll check up as soon as I get home and sort it out. Don't worry.
Might be better if you let it go.
What, after all that work? After all Jackie put into it? No, I want to renew my lease, no question.
You may want to renew your lease, young lady, but I'm not sure that I do. I've got plans for this land, and they don't include sheep farming. So we best get back. Look at your lease.
Yes, Henry, Joe seems keen to go ahead as soon as possible, and I've certainly no objection. And I've signed the letters you asked. Do all the shareholders have to meet? Oh, you've got Matt's agreement. Good. Looks like we've got a new shareholder then.
Mink traps?
Don't worry, they're all legal. Been on to math, all gemmed up, I know what I'm doing.
I'll tell him to come down tonight. Bye-bye.
Well, I don't care whether they're legal or not. They're all horrible. You're surely not going to use them, are you?
If the farm's got mink, we've got to get rid of them. They're a pest. Should never been brought over from America in the first place.
Human beings interfering with nature again, if you ask me.
Yeah, I suppose so. Anyhow, these are not like snares or gin traps. You see, they'll be checked every day, and if anything other than a mink gets caught, it can be released without being damaged. I promise you.
They're quite a pest, Kate. They go for hens, ducks, goslings, and Alan Turner's fish.
All right. So I thought I'd take Mark after school and show him how to set them. If him and his pals want to rid the dales of mink, they're welcome to.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't Mark's idea to trap things in the first place.
Messing about with traps is better than messing about in pubs.
Maybe.
That was Henry on the telephone.
Why?
He said if you want to get Kate signed up as a partner in the farm, he's willing to do it tonight if you go down to the Wolf.
I even go messing about in pubs. All right.
I'm sorry I've been away most of the morning, but Frank Tate wanted to see me.
You all right, Kathy?
See. I think he wants our land back. Mine and Jackie's.
Why?
I don't know what he'll do with it, but I'm behind on the rent, and I think he'll take it off me. Jackie and I worked so hard for it. I was only telling Zoe the other day.
What were you saying to Zoe Tate?
He's training to be a vet, doing a project on the sheep virus that I caught. And she wanted to know all about it.
Yeah, I told her not to bother you.
I was only trying to help her.
She came here asking, and I told her to leave you well alone. I knew she'd upset you. I'm going over to sort her out.
Joe, please. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Right, Miss Tate. I'd like a word about Kathy Merrick.
Oh, is she all right?
No, she's upset. I asked you quite clearly not to bother her with your research.
She didn't mind at all. Honestly, she talked to me quite happily.
Because she's too polite to say anything else. And far too polite to show how upset she was.
She wasn't upset.
She lost her husband not 6 months ago. And a baby before that. But I don't suppose that means much to you, does it?
Of course it does. That's why I wanted to talk to her. I'm doing research and she was a very useful case history.
Yeah, we all know about your research. And frankly, we don't like being case histories.
But you don't understand that this type of research could be very valuable. I don't want just to help animals. I want to help people as well.
Well, you're a funny way of showing it.
Well, if Kathy's as upset as you say, I'd better go and see her.
No, don't bother. Just leave her alone in future, will you?
That guy ought to learn to drive. Should learn not to be pig-headed, too.
What?
Don't they realise that what I'm trying to do is help them? I get no support from the farming community. Nobody around here is interested except Kathy, maybe. If I can't do my research properly, then there's no point.
Zoe, you can't just quit. Not now. And what about your course?
There is no point. I've had enough. I'm not going back to university.
I can do it, Nana.
Be careful, it's hot. Oh, heavens, what's the matter with it now?
It's an airlock.
Is it?
Daddy can mend it.
You'd think they'd put a few radiators in without messing up the whole hot water system. Oh, better go and check the bathroom tap. I won't know.
You see, with these traps, the animal doesn't get hurt. It clambers in here, triggers that, and the door comes down at the front.
And then we come along and kill him afterwards.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if anything else gets caught, we can just let it go. Great. Hey, Mark! Come here! Is this a mink hole? Look! Well, yeah, it could be. Joe says they like it near water. Oh, stinks a bit, doesn't it?
Well, those are the drop-ins.
Well, why don't we set one up down here?
Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and gather up the catch. Three-way split.
Hang on a minute. Well, what about Mark's dad, Joe? He got the traps, didn't he?
We don't want to include him.
Look, he's quite happy. He wants to get rid of the mink.
Oh, great.
OK, then.
Sam? Sam, where are you?
Well, partner.
Hang on a minute. Nothing's signed and sealed yet.
It will be before the night's out.
Well, I won't believe it till it happens. What happens if Jack puts a spanner in the works?
Why should he?
Well, if you remember rightly, you weren't so keen yourself when he wanted to make Kathy a partner, were you?
That was different.
Was it?
We're partners already. Getting you into the business is just one way of tying the knot stronger.
Is that all in order?
Seems to be, Henry. just need Jack to turn up, then we can both sign.
Right.
Shouldn't Annie and Matt be here too?
Technically, yes, but I couldn't get everybody together at such short notice.
What he means is I'm being impatient.
Are you? Never.
Well, Joe, Jack and I form a quorum, and I've got letters of agreement from Annie and Matt.
Isn't it a bit unorthodox having a shareholders' meeting in a pub?
Highly irregular, if you ask me. Most unsatisfactory.
Well, I wanted to set this deal up in style. I invited you up to Emmerdale for dinner.
I can't go anywhere at the moment. I'm hard-pressed to get out to the lavatory even when the bar's open.
Oh, why?
But we've got no Dolly anymore, and Amos is up at the hall all hours.
Oh, Dracula, of course. So, how's it going?
Well, I reckon he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Darkness departs and drone doors near. I'd like to bite the neck, my dear.
Nay, 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 nay!
What's up?
I did not write those dreadful lines.
I know, but it's easier to remember if it rhymes. What's this, Amos? Darkness departs, it's done by gosh. But I've still got time for another quick nos. It's horrific, innit, Amos? When I get my teeth in, I'll bring it out there.
You are not supposed to be doing a music hall turn the nose.
I know that, but I'll freak an audience out of the wits, you watch.
I'm sure you will.
Any chance on a tea break?
Nay!
I could do with a pint to settle my stomach. It ain't been right since this morning.
Oh, you gave me a fright.
I'm sorry, I was looking for Sam. I thought he might be here.
Well, how could he be? The doors are locked. At least I thought they were.
You haven't reckoned on Sam. He still looks on this as his home. He must have found the key and gone looking for his dad.
Oh, well, that's different then. I'm sorry.
I'll go on looking for him. His mum will be here in a minute. You better have this key as well. And you can be sure he won't be disturbed again.
Perhaps he's gone home.
To the mill, on his own, in the dark.
Well, you did say you thought he might be looking for his father. Mrs. Sugden, I'll help you look.
Oh, will you? You look at the back and I'll go to the front.
The pretty little thing is dead.
Dead? Is she not...
Fainted.
Fainted?
Where's the doctor?
Where's the doctor?
What tragedy is this? Are you ever going to learn these lines, Nick?
I knew him this morning, didn't I, Kat?
Well, I heard you mumbling something in the back, yeah.
Oh, look, come on, Amos. It's just absolute rubbish.
What?
Well, I mean, it's not how real people talk, is it? That's why I can't learn the lines.
Oh, go on, go on. What manner of man is this?
What manner of man is this? Look, there you go, you see. Why can't I just say, who's this?
Because it's a classic, that's why. These are classic lines, not your modern jargon.
You're fighting a losing battle, Amos. Nobody appreciates decent English anymore.
Let me touch that sweet neck. I long for blood.
That's not your line, Jack, that's Pollard.
No, but Pollard's not here, so I thought I'd say it for him.
Oh, heck.
Didon, 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 didon. I long for blood.
Back, foul fiend. Thy master comes. Back, foul fiend. Thy master comes.
Seth!
He'll be in the lavabo. He's been in there half the night.
What is the matter with that man?
An upset stomach, so he says. Too much beer, if you ask me. Back, foul fiend. Thy master comes.
Do what?
Seth, you're off.
I am that Amos. I ain't felt as poorly since my wedding night.
Back, foul fiend.
Ah!
Thy life is cursed.
It isn't all. Can somebody help me back to the toilet?
Sam! Sam! Sam!
Yes, Nana?
Where have you been, you naughty boy?
That was a sheep.
In the dark?
Just like Brother.
Look, your mummy's coming. Let's go inside before we catch our deaths.
You found him. Thank heavens for that.
He was playing shepherd, the naughty boy. His mum's here now. Expect you want your supper, don't you?
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late, Ma. Mrs. Tate kept me talking. Hey, why were you outside, any roll?
Well, we...
Looking at the stars, were you? Just like the chart on your classroom?
They were looking for you, to see if they could see you coming.
Oh, couldn't wait to see your mum, could you?
I went into our old house. Oh, why is that lady living in Gella's house now?
Time for supper, I think. Come on. Bye. Come on, Louie. We go.
Henry? Henry!
Mr. Wilkes? Mr. Wilkes! Where's that?
Come on, Amos, some service, please.
I am not serving anyone till I've poured a small brandy.
Well, there you've done it. Come on,
Cheers. Mr. Wilkes, feeling poorly? Certainly not. Just answering a call of nature. No need to draw attention. How was the rehearsal? Oh, don't ask.
It was a load of shambles, wasn't it, Amos?
It was, thanks to you. But I have high hopes of actual performance. Right now, what can I get for you, ladies and gentlemen?
Have a lager, please.
Do you know, I wish I'd never got involved with this rubbish, Kath.
Sorry, can I have a word? Yeah, of course. I just wanted to apologise. Oh, I didn't think you were that upset, but obviously you are.
Well, it hasn't really sunk in yet.
I certainly didn't mean to upset you. You seemed all right when we were talking, and so I thought...
Hang on, what are you talking about?
Joe said I'd made you very unhappy.
Not half as unhappy as your father's made me.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your father seems to want me off my small holding. Told me this morning.
Why? Oh, it looks like I've got two things to apologise for.
Oh, don't worry about the other business. I didn't really mind. I think Joe overreacted.
Maybe he did.
Perhaps I should apologise for him.
No, no. He made me see things differently, pushed me into making a decision.
Really?
Oh, don't worry about it. I see Chris and I pushed you into a decision, joining in the play.
Yeah, I thought to hell with it.
Oh, he'll be pleased. I'll tell him. I'll tell him about the other thing as well. Wonder if he knows.
Fancy a drink?
I'd love one.
Are you fit then?
Yeah. How about you, Henry?
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Now then,
Where are we?
you all know why we're here. Joe is making over a half of his share in Emmerdale to Kate. That's a 10% shareholding in the farm. All that remains is for you to sign here, and
Me?
Joe, aye, and for me and Jack to witness your signatures.
Before I sign, I'd just like to say, congratulations, Joe. I think you've learned something at last.
Thanks, Jack. I think I have.